Are you looking for business continuity for your VMware workloads without the high cost of a secondary data center? Need fast recovery to meet strict SLAs? Want automated orchestration of failover and failback with a single click? If you've answered yes to these questions, Amazon FSx for NetApp ONTAP, along with NetApp Disaster Recovery with Amazon Elastic VMware Service, have the solution for you. In this FSx for ONTAP Workloads Inside Out video, we'll explore how to streamline your disaster recovery for VMware on Amazon EBS, show you a real customer success story, explain how FSx for ONTAP works together with NetApp Disaster Recovery, and demonstrate it in action. Let's get started. Consider this mid-sized financial services company operating mission-critical VMware workloads, including customer transactions and compliance data. Their existing architecture consisted of duplicate vSphere clusters in a secondary data center 200 miles away, with an array-based replication on a 30-minute schedule. The infrastructure team was dealing with high costs due to having duplicate hardware, facility maintenance, plus inconsistent processes that threatened regulatory compliance. When the colocation data center lease expired, they chose Amazon EBS as their DR site for its seamless VMware integration. No need to refactor or rewrite legacy applications. They deployed Amazon EBS with FSx for ONTAP as the external data store, orchestrated by NetApp Disaster Recovery. They used SnapMirror to migrate the data. The first replication consisted of 100 terabytes, and subsequently, only changed blocks were replicated every 5 minutes, achieving a 5-minute RPO. Under normal circumstances, the DR site is kept minimal and on standby. If a DR event occurs, NetApp Disaster Recovery kicks in. Replication relationship is broken, Amazon EBS scales up, VMs are powered on, and applications start running in minutes, not hours. This resulted in 55% cost reduction by eliminating the secondary data center. RPO is now 5 minutes with SnapMirror replication. RTO achieved in under 1 hour, 50% faster recovery than before, and simplified operations due to the automation. And the company is now able to perform monthly DR testing with zero production impact. All this with zero application refactoring required. Want to understand how FSx for ONTAP did all this and what it can do for you? Let's see a technical explanation and hands-on demo that do just that. Amazon FSx for NetApp ONTAP is an AWS fully managed storage service powered by NetApp's technology. It provides intelligent storage for business-critical workloads through a comprehensive and flexible set of storage features. Amazon EBS is essentially an extension of your on-premises VMware environment to the AWS cloud, using the same tools and the same workflows while accessing AWS native services. When paired with FSx for ONTAP and NetApp Disaster Recovery, you get fast, automated DR. NetApp Disaster Recovery is a disaster recovery as a service that automates failover and failback with capacity-based licensing rather than per VM, and costs up to 80% less than similar solutions. Let's use our customer scenario to explain how this works. Amazon EBS and FSx for ONTAP are deployed in pilot-like mode, maintaining minimal ESXi host, throughput, and SSD capacity to reduce costs. SnapMirror replicates snapshots of the source volume, creating read-only replicated copies. After the initial baseline transfer, only the changed data blocks within those snapshots are replicated, not the entire files. This makes it extremely efficient, enabling faster replication without saturating your network connection. When a disaster occurs, a single click in the NetApp Disaster Recovery Console triggers a seamless failover. SnapMirror relationship breaks, and the selected snapshot instantly becomes read-write. Volumes are enabled, VMs are registered and started with vCenter and powered on in the right sequence. The Amazon EVS cluster expands, adding ESXi hosts to handle the production workload. FSx for ONTAP is reconfigured to meet production demands. SSD capacity is increased to production levels, and throughput is expanded to meet the performance requirements of the active workload. What used to take hours, requiring all hands on deck, now takes under an hour with one person. And because you are using the same identical VMware environment at the recovery target, when a disaster strikes, you continue to use the same runbooks and processes, no disruption. In case of a ransomware scenario, you can select a safe snapshot as the recovery point and restore workloads to functional yet isolated networks, maintaining application uptime while performing forensics, keeping apps functional without risk. When your primary site is restored, SnapMirror reverses replication, syncing only changed blocks back on premises. At the DR site, VMs turn off, volumes are unmounted. Your EVS cluster and FSx for ONTAP revert to pilot-like mode. The primary site is restored, VMs power on, and volumes are mounted. One more thing to note. With NetApp Disaster Recovery, testing is seamless thanks to NetApp FlexClone technology that creates a space-efficient, writable duplicate of each DR volume and mounts those clones to the DR vCenter, so admins can validate VM boot order and dependencies without impacting production VMs or consuming additional resources. And best of all, you can schedule your test failovers. Now that we've understood how NetApp Disaster Recovery works together with FSx for ONTAP on Amazon EVS, let's see a hands-on demo on how to do a failover and failback. In this demonstration, we will show you how to perform a failover using NetApp Disaster Recovery. In the NetApp console, we have two sites. We have one on-premises production site and the Amazon EVS site located on US West region. The replication plan is already created with the failover site set to Amazon EVS. You can check here the plan status is ready. To initiate the failover, you simply click Failover in the Replication Plan extended menu. You can opt to take an immediate snapshot now, or you could also select a previously created snapshot to use for recovery. In this case, we will take a new snapshot as the designated recovery point. Verify and trigger the failover. In a matter of minutes, NetApp DR will perform the steps required to bring FSx for ONTAP volumes online, register them with Amazon EVS vCenter, and start the protected VMs using the settings defined in the replication plan. Here we can see each step that NetApp DR performed as part of the failover. Once that's done, you see the status reflects the production site is failed over. The total amount of time it takes to recover the VMs will vary depending on the number of VMs and the number of data stores that need to be activated. But typically, recovery times are in minutes from failover initiation. To fail back to the original production vCenter site, we again go to the extended menu and select Fail Back. In this case, we would want to capture the latest state of the VMs. So we select Take Snapshot Now and Confirm. Once again, we see the status of the failback as it's being performed. There you have it, failback complete. In this Inside Out video, we explored how Amazon EBS with FSx for ONTAP together with NetApp Disaster Recovery simplified disaster recovery planning and execution for VMware workloads, leveraging SnapMirror replication technology to lower costs and complexity, providing low, predictable RPO and RTO disaster recovery. Using the same VMware environment at the recovery site in Amazon EBS results in less disruption when disaster strikes. FSx for ONTAP is an Amazon fully managed service built on NetApp's ONTAP technology, offering advanced storage management capabilities. Check out our other FSx for ONTAP workloads inside out videos to get an inside view of the many benefits FSx for ONTAP can offer your workloads. See you there!